Hello, welcome back to Cars of Glasgow. Today you join me at such an Arnold deal to come and see the 2024 Mini Cooper. Now in this video I'm going to give you a walk around tour, show you the interior and exterior. Now you may be looking at this car and think it looks familiar. This is new for 24 but it's actually based on the outgoing Mini platform that came out around 11 years ago. Now you can tell this is a new Mini with the front headlights in particular. We do have this horizontal bar going across for the daytime running light, and the front fascia does look a little bit different, an evolution on from the outgoing model, as well as the current Mini logo up in front. This particular one's finished in this kind of goldy bronze colour. Now, powering this version of the Mini is a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder petrol, producing about 150 horsepower. You can also get a 2 litre 4-cylinder in the Cooper S or 231 brake horsepower car in the John Cooper Works. Now 0 to 60 for the John Cooper, just over 6 seconds, while this Mini Cooper C is around 8 seconds to 62 miles per hour. So under the bonnet here is where the power plant lives. This is the 1.5 litre 3-cylinder. As I mentioned, producing about 150 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds. You're going to get about 47 miles to a gallon claimed with this vehicle and producing about 133 grams per kilometre of CO2. Now, while we're under here, it is worth noting we do have gas struts. We don't seem to have any insulation there, and we do have little cutouts for the headlights, which I like. However, I have noticed sitting here, it is quite warm. The car's only been on really just to move it around, and it's quite a lot of heat coming off. Even the bonnet's quite hot to touch. Just something I'd mention while under here. Also thought it was interesting on a 2024 car, we do have quite a lot of condensation here on the headlight. Now you comment below if you think you would accept this in your new car. For this generation of Mini, there's 3 trim levels. There's a classic one that this is, there's exclusive in the middle of the road, and sport. Now you can spec that trim level depending on what engine you go for. This one being a classic has the standard alloy wheels, which are 16-inch with 4 square alloy wheels, which is a very unique design look on this vehicle. Now, just like the outgoing Mini, we do have the black cladding going around the wheel arch. You can also get a convertible if you're looking for that. Today we're going to be focusing on the 3-door hatchback. I do like the contrast. We've got the white roof, the white mirror caps, and the black door handles here. And on top of the roof, we do have this little channel that runs across to let the water drip down the front, which is a neat design feature. And of course, being the 2-door, we do have quite large doors, so make sure you check that out when you're parking in our UK bays. Now let's check out the rear of the car, because there are some differences over the outgoing model there. So you may notice straight off the back on the rear of the car, the first thing that's going to catch your eye are these taillights that have been redesigned for the new model. They do kind of have a Union Jack-esque design to them, but they're much less obvious than the outgoing model. Of course, we've got the Mini logo right in the centre with Cooper, again in that kind of coppery bronze colour. It's worth noting also we do have the rear fog light right in the centre of the bumper here, and no visible exhaust pipes on the Cooper model. Now we do have parking sensors. If we open up the tailgate, we do have 210 litres of boot space, which is quite small, but you're not going to expect anything larger than that in a Mini. Fold the seats down, you're going to get over 700 litres of boot space. And if you're curious, this particular car is fitted with the Ocean Wave green paint, which is a £550 option. What is nice that I noticed in the configurator is you can get the white on the cap and the roof, or you can get it in black, and it's no charge when you get this paint. Quite a neat option. So you join me in the back of the Mini Cooper. Now, what surprised me is I'm 5'11" and I've got quite a lot of headroom back here, and I guess that's because it's squared off. Knee room is going to be less than great. This is in the driving position, and literally my calves, my knees are all hitting the back of the seats. But yeah, knee room is not great. Headroom's all right. Shoulder room. There is only seating for 2 back here. There is no armrest, but we do have child seat ISOFIX points back there in quite a hard plastic here just to rest your elbow. There's a little bit of a speaker, but yeah, not too much. There is one cup holder, so you guess you can fight it out for who's getting the cup holder back here. Let's check out up front. So you join me up front in the cabin of the new Mini. Now, the first thing that kind of echoes through to me is how wow the interior is. It's definitely an upgrade over the outgoing model. You are going to be bamboozled with this big central screen here, which is the only way to get all your information. Your speedo and all that is going from the front of the driver to this central touchscreen here. Now, what I do like is the fact there's a button here for experiences that allows you to cycle through various modes. Now, one of my favourites is timeless because it makes it look like an older car. And of course, it plays a little bit of a tune. You can see things there like your temperature, speedometer, fuel gauge and all that in the centre here. You know, it does have Apple CarPlay, etc. And yeah, there's your like sat nav. It's fast, responsive, and yeah, BMW tech, I guess, behind the scenes. Now we've also got your engine toggle button here that is pulsating for the new model again, which is a nice little touch. And then you've got your drive select down here for your down for drive, forward for reverse, and an individual P button for park. I quite like the fact that it is clean, tidy, physical buttons in the middle, but a lot of the kind of usability in the car is going to be through this touchscreen. As you can see, things like your fan speed and all that's going to be through here in the climate controls. So it would be a Cars of Glasgow video for a glove box reveal. Now it is softly damped, not lined with fuzzy stuff. It's a decent size, as you can see. You've got a little mini cloth handbook in there. Yeah, it's an okay size, a kind of a pass, and you can see we've got a little bit of mood lighting underneath the dash here. And the top of the dash is covered in this fabric material, and this kind of strip here's got the dyed stitching, which is a neat touch, as well as 2 climate vents for the passenger. So in this classic trim car, we do have this area here that I guess you could put your phone or something behind this little bit of stretch material. 2 cup holders with the kind of nice brassy gold colour trim around it. This whole centre console here is open, so you can put a variety of things. I guess that will just rattle around as you accelerate and brake. Do have USB-C chargers here, as well as a 12-volt power outlet. Also, this centre armrest here looks like it would open up or slide, but actually it's completely solid in place. You can't open it up, there's no storage, it's just kind of stuck, which feels like a shame of a bit of opportunity, but hey ho. So this car is fitted with the kind of grey leatherette interior with this almost denim looking material. It's got blue, red and white stitching going across the outer trim of it, and then the main stitching is blue. You can see that through the centre and the sides there with the little mini logo in the middle. Do you know, for a base seat it doesn't look too bad. You can get a dark coloured one if this isn't for you, but I think it lightens up the cabin quite nicely, and of course you can put your child seat anchors in there. So the steering wheel in front of the driver, there's a couple of things to talk about. It's technically a 2-spoke because the third spoke is this little bit of fabric material going across here. It does have, again, that kind of bronzy gold champagne colour accenting the badge and around the steering wheel. The steering wheel is heated and it is free stage, which is quite a neat touch to see on a base car. Left hand side is your cruise control, right hand side is your volume control and your telephone controls, and with physical stalks for things like your lights, a little indentation there for your rear fogs, and then your right hand side for your wipers. Quite logically laid out, and yeah, the bolstering on the 10 and 2 position are very thick. I will mention that for a Mini and for any car. I think that's abnormally large, but yeah, probably resting your hands around the 9 and 3 position. So the door card on the Mini is quite a mixed bag. The top of it, we do have this material that does have kind of like a blue pattern behind it. It does have, again, that kind of rose gold champagne colour for the door handle, but yeah, the rest of it is really cheap plastic. You know, that is quite disappointing to see. Do have electric windows and we do have electric mirrors. Higher spec models do have electric folding mirrors. But yeah, just thought I would point that out while we're here. And obviously being like a BMW design product, it's 2 pulls on the latch to unlock the bonnet. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video on the new Mini Cooper. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel below, comment your thoughts on the Mini Cooper C, and a special thanks once again to Arnold Clark Section Arnold for loaning me this vehicle. I will see you next video. Ciao!